wheels his way ahead. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Just need a few inches on this opening drive to pick up a first down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Power football with the run. Smashes through. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
He'll come out throwing on first down. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them, run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sheffield. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
To the air, it's Duffy. Gets it out fast. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
He finds his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Aztecs headed quickly to the line. He'll keep it himself. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Sheffield. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. DB's right up on the receivers. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
The RPO game works really well for this offense because the running back is very patient. It's a bit of a delayed handoff, but he's very good at finding the creases and finding the lanes and then putting his foot in the ground and getting north.
Dumps it to the back. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Dropping back, it's Duffy. Just a little off. Incomplete.
It's now third down.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. He'll try to get it through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinals son. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
The RPO, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. North Texas will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch called for and made. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Hands it off. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And the Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Duffy. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's right on target. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Touchdown Aztecs! What a grab and go for the score.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Florida Atlantic pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The Owls were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Almost took that one all the way back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Duffy. Forced out of the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, San Diego State. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you can tell the quarterback breaks a little bit. He starts moving and tries to throw a little bit across his body. And why is that dangerous? You're not accurate. You're not accurate with the football when you do that. And you can tell it wasn't close to being a completion. He's got to do a better job setting his feet, making a clear, concise, good throw.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. North Texas will have to punt it away. Looking for a block. It's Kaiser. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. We're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in the practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Looking to throw, it's Duffy. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now, and a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's Sheffield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but
he's off to the races. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Aztecs are in the hurry-up.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. That last completion has him set up, second and short. Give to the running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Makes the grab, and he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to sneak it. That's another Aztec. And the Aztecs have it in scoring position on first and goal. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. to throw. It's Duffy. They're bringing heat. Bust through behind his pad. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The give to the tailback. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And they knocked him down almost immediately.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And the missed connection on third down.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Running toward the tape. The tag. Touchdown, San Diego State. And the stomping has commenced.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 10 over Washington State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try the run. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Single back formation, and they give it to it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Now he's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. Look out, he's got room. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Keeps the legs moving. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. North Texas in the hurry up. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Jackrabbit. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside, probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Sheffield. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
San Diego State 28, North Texas 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Defense in press coverage. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. These red zone trips, red has meant stopped. They've got nothing in 3 previous tries. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He's got his man. Touchdown, North Texas. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Number 7.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
28, North Texas 7.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
This one away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
29 Philly. 2 numbers.
Right back to the well. Still running at the 40. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Yeah, and obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're
Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Duffy. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
the defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Gets it out quickly. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4.
And this offense just keeps piling on. How about still looking deep? How about the green light for the QB to continue to take shots down the field? It's the defense's job to stop them. And by the way, they haven't done their job very well today.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Quick release by the QB. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on 4th down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it was a great call.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? Touchdown, Aztecs! And the pummeling has started. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. And they finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
Yeah, this might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing, keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas sends the offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
That's caught. It's Evans. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Going up top on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
Going over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little time. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough.